As I said in my last video, I will come back and explain each type of mother wound, 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 and and explain certain things further. Sometimes with an example, or other times just explain. At first, we have the mother that is it's not it's not that cannot show emotion. So with the inability to show emotions, and by doing that towards her child, the child will develop the also the inability to show emotions. So and the child will also have very much difficulties to make connections because the mother doesn't actually the is not the example for the child how to show emotions, how to make connections. So the child will cannot develop that, and then will doesn't have the ability to show emotions, and that's the way that he will behave towards his future partner and also children, you know. And that's the fear of commitment. Actually, that's the fear of commitment that the child developed. The second one is the mother that's inconsistent with showing emotion. So that means that sometimes she shows emotions and other times she doesn't. And then the child will because of that the child will be very focused outside of him or herself, because she will be um, scanning the mother to know how the mother is feeling that day. So that will that will develop, and the child will develop then the ability to be very much focused outside of herself. And that means that the child will not focus on him or herself, and will not be able to give him or herself proper attention, and focus on him or herself necessities. And that is like the cause of pleasing, the pleasing, because the child developed that when dealing with a mother that it's inconsistent with showing emotions, with showing emotions. So the child will be pleasing, because by being pleasing, she of him will like get the sympathy or the attention of the mother. And also boundaries, the child will extend their boundaries. Doesn't actually They will not have proper boundaries, because they will always extend their boundaries to get the sympathy of the approval of the mother, and that will cause that the child to be very much pleasing towards others, future partners, and also will have less boundaries, uh, will not have the proper boundaries when dealing with others, and that will cause other types of difficulties. And also, this kind of this type of mother, the child will develop the fear of rejection, because the child will be always like pending how how is mommy today, how is mommy today, okay, is mommy okay or not, am I going to get attention, or am I emotional attention or not? And that will makes the child very much um, pending, and then develop the fear of rejection. The third one is a needy mother. A needy mother, that's a mother that's very much involved with with her child, and to a too much extent involved within the child's life, and actually that's like she does that to compensate her own emptiness inside, you know and and the emptiness because she didn't have the proper upbringing, the proper emotional support when she was little. So she was very much focused outside of herself, and then because she was focused outside of herself, she didn't take care of her own necessities, emotional necessities, and that will develop the emptiness inside, and that she will be projecting towards the child by doing too much to the child, like by overextend herself to the child, be too much involved with the child, and that will like choke the child, and make the child make it very difficult for the child, because the child is getting too much attention from the mother, actually, and the attention of the mother is very much um is very much um towards the child, but it's not in benefit of the child. It's actually for the mother herself, for the mother, because the mother does have the emptiness inside. She's like projecting that towards the child, and then that will make the child very much yeah, like choking in attention, and that will um, make the child extend her or his boundaries, have high boundaries towards others, because of that over involvement of the mother, and that will cause fear of commitment, because the, the child doesn't want that over overdevelop that too much attention, like with the mother. So the child will be very much cautious in dealing with others, and the way to be cautious is by having high boundaries and develop fear of commitment. And the fourth one is an aggressive mother. An aggressive mother is aggressive and doesn't take much the necessities of the child into account, and actually the child is more of a burden towards her, and that kind of behavior will develop fear of commitment and fear of rejection towards the child, because of within the child, because the the chaos, because of the chaos that the behavior of the mother is not consequent. It's very 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 much different. Is sometimes is very aggressive, and other times it's not. So the child will develop fear of rejection and fear of commitment, and other types of addictions also, because of the aggressive mother. So this is my description of the